learn that today is Friday the 13th? Right? Is that scary?
Hello, YouTubers. This is a noobifier. Today is the 13th of May, Friday. Just saying, there was an hour-long Star Citizen Live Game Dev Colonial Outposts. Here's what you need to know. Game Dev is where we watch developers develop. Jared introduced the show from his new flat in the UK. We had Joel, Cairo, and Eddie from what's called the Modular Concept Team. They also like the term Sandbox Team. Eddie is a senior team lead. Cairo is an environmental art member, and Joel is a senior environmental art team member. The goal today is to flesh out a ruined outpost location. Eddie said it makes sense that if there are outposts out there, there would also need to be ruined versions of these outposts. We were shown an outpost during last year's CitizenCon presentation. The foundation is what they start with, and then they add in modules. The ruined overlay will be a temporary hideout that perhaps a band of outlaws might use during a mission. Jared made fun of the number of buttons on the toolbar. Eddie offered to explain them all, and Jared said, "No, brother, that's okay, thanks." Joel said that they like to start with an existing asset in a small library of sections. Destruction over time can leave nothing more than an interesting pile of dirt, but that dirt was something, so it's important to account for what that dirt was. By scaling, positioning, and blending various assets from the library, Joel was able to quickly get the basics fleshed out. These two things are really cool. They said the organic shader preserves the actual full detail of the asset regardless of how large or small it's made, and the basic default color is dark. But Joel said that the system's able to adjust the palette to work with the biome that the full complete asset is dropped into. So to paraphrase, if the final asset is located on light sand, it sounds as if the little bits and pieces will automatically shift to a lighter palette to be more seamlessly blended, which would save tens of thousands of man-hours over the years of building out planets that we need to flesh out our systems. Joel loves to add familiar landmarks such as a tiled floor to keep interest in these places, resulting in something that we players can spend time exploring. Eddie said that there's a deliberate balance between what can actually happen in 900 years of decay and the rule of cool. They'll always consider real as a priority over the fantasy for the sake of it. Eddie said that there's a real collaboration between art and gameplay to ensure things look good and work to improve our gameplay. Joel was quickly able to swap into a first-person view of the location that's being worked on to validate the scale and usefulness of that location. This also ensures that there is no clipping or weird gaps between the assets. They demoed Mighty Bridge for a little bit, which is a custom toolset which translates assets throughout many 3D softwares such as Blender and Houdini. This allows the artist to work in the best software to achieve the best result, as not all programs are good or best at everything. The example is that some things are better or quicker in Houdini, such as destruction, so Mighty Bridge lets them exploit that and then continue their work in Blender. The entire show was fantastic and a great watch. That's it. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. If you enjoy the breakdowns, please consider subscribing so I can help to keep you up to date. Please consider sharing with a friend or orgmate, as that really helps a lot. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.